This week from Hollywood, we take you to the LA premiere of Despicable Me 2 with Benjamin Bratt. Next, Kim and Kanye really did name their baby Northwest. And watch as the stars react to the tragic passing of Sopranos star James Gandolfini. Plus, we have a first look at the new Steve Jobs biopic. And exclusive coverage of Jennifer Lopez's new project, her very own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And then we shine the spotlight on Red 2's Catherine Zeta-Jones. All of these updates and more coming up. But first, let's take a look at the red carpet. They try so hard, but who would ever call these lovable characters despicable? Not us. But alas, the name of the film is Despicable Me 2, and we can't fault them for trying.
Ba 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 na na. Ba 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 na na. Oh, ba 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 na na.
Benjamin Bratt was just one of the larger-than-life actors on the yellow carpet. Stick your tongue out, Ben.
First yellow carpet. It's a little bright. It's a little loud. My wife tells me I'm a winter. I don't know what the hell that means, but apparently I can't wear yellow. So, I don't know. Do I look sick? Is the pallor? Okay, we're fine? Good.
Adorable youngster Katie Carmichael seemed to sum it all up with a smile.
The Minions, they're so funny. They always give me a great giggle.
Movie makers Cinco Paul and Ken Dario were also there.
I know, it's very exciting. Yeah, we love the yellow carpet.
Few people get one yellow carpet. Now we've got two, so we're pretty lucky.
Ever heard of a Minion? We had Dana Gayer fill us in.
There's definitely some more Minions, and I think people love the Minions. I mean, I know I love the Minions, so I think people will be really excited to see that.
Paging Drew Barrymore, this kid's got your number. And she can sing, kind of. Check out Elsie Fisher.
Come see this movie because it's so cool. Woo!
A gracious Ken Jeong told us the real reason he was excited to be in the film.
I think it starts with the script, and I think the script has to be a blend of funny and heart, and I really think that's kind of universal of any comedy, whether they're adult movies, not adult movies, but like just PGR movies or just our animated features like this. You need a blend of heart and a blend of comedy, I think, to make, and this does it to perfection.
SNL alum Kristen Wiig dazzled us with her wit.
It's pretty amazing. It's bright. It's very bright and plush. I'm very happy to be here.
He may have left The Office behind, but comedian Steve Carell couldn't hold himself back.
They are such scene stealers, it's ridiculous. I can't handle it. And the attitude, they each have their own trailer. They're you know what? They bring the goods, though. Even though they're tough to work with, they really bring it. When the camera's on, they are on. I don't know. They're a miracle. People love them, and I think people, when they see this second movie, are going to love them even more because there's an extension to what it means to be a minion in this movie. That's all I'll say.
Well, they didn't go with the K-name for their newborn after all, but they may have gone a step further than anyone could have ever imagined possible. How about something so otherworldly you can find it on just about any map? Northwest. Seriously. As we reported last week, the Kardashian baby was born 5 weeks early in Los Angeles. Both parents were present at the delivery at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. Visitors in the hospital included Kardashian sisters Kourtney and Khloe, mom Kris Jenner, and Kim's favorite pals Brittany Gastineau and Jonathan Cheban. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water, the music for Jaws strikes up and you hear the name everyone is talking about in Hollywood, Charlie Sheen.
And introducing Carlos Estevez.
Turns out Selma Blair is none too happy with the former Two and a Half Men comedian. The two actors were working together on an upcoming episode of Anger Management when Selma was abruptly fired, or so we hear. But if you're looking for any sort of anger to manage surrounding this much-reported scenario, you'll have to keep looking. We spotted Selma out for a brisk walk with her son post-show split where she kept mostly to herself.
I don't know anything.
The President of the United States, man.
American Idol who? Former Fox celebrity judge Jennifer Lopez strutted her stuff on the Hollywood Walk of Fame where she was the recipient of her very own star. Dressed to impress with an old Hollywood ensemble, Jennifer was the belle of the ball.
I said I wasn't gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Participating in the festivities along with J-Lo were stars Jane Fonda and Keenan Ivory Wayans. This marks the 2,500th star on the famed sidewalk near Hollywood and Highland.
Hello, Frank. I've missed you.
This week, we shine the spotlight on Academy Award-winning actress Catherine Zeta-Jones. As a young actress born in Wales, Catherine got her start on a cheesy special effects French film Arabian Nights as Scheherazade, then on the small screen, notably in The Darling Buds of May or Young Indiana Jones. Her big break, though, would come in the form of a masked hero, Zorro. Entrapment, High Fidelity, Traffic, and America's Sweethearts would knock next, but it wasn't until her role in Chicago that Hollywood really stopped dead in their tracks and started dancing. The Terminal, Ocean's 12, Rock of Ages, and Broken City would follow, and Catherine would soon show that she was playing for keeps. We can now see her in Red 2. Catherine likes to paint the town and all that jazz when she encounters a new character role. How does she pull it off? We just had to ask.
Well, when I first read the script, she just jumped out at me. And then what I usually do, a visual, for me, what did she look like? So I went through all my fashion magazines and cut out a whole bunch of pictures, emailed them off to Dean. And then as soon as I got into my costume fitting and we just, me and Beatrice just completely gelled together, had the same ideas, the look just came to me. So with all those elements, it just all came together. And I must say, I've had a whole bunch of fun, even wearing heels like this and running through the streets of Paris has been fun for me.
Although it's a delicate dance, Catherine has become rather proficient in playing both naughty and nice during her career.
This movie lends itself to that. It has so many elements. It has the action, it has the poignancy, and it has so much comedy in it. And there's this fine line that you have to weave, and Dean has to do that as the director, but as us as actors, there's a very fine line, whether it's to keep it real, of course, as actors we have to, but have that quirky kind of twist to it.
Paging Superman, Catherine has a little something for you in her new role.
Katya is Frank's kryptonite. When she comes into the situation or the scenario, trouble is going to ensue. So that was a great analogy to call my character kryptonite.
Catherine shared with us what it was like working with her ensemble. Would she do it again?
There's not many movies that are made where you have this amount and this caliber of actors all in together. And that was the same on Oceans.
An actor is only as good as his cast members, and Catherine reminds us that this case was no exception.
Bruce is such a really great actor, and he can trust himself. He doesn't have, he's not insecure about going in front of the camera. We sit down, we discuss the scene, and then we just go for it. And he's easy. He's not the kind of actor who needs motivation to open the door handle to walk into a scene. He's very laid back. And he's a great screen actor for that reason. It's very natural. And so you just roll with it. Saving the world! Nastrovia!
Nastrovia!
Budím
The board is unanimous. Steve will no longer be involved in this company.
Taking a little time away from his lady love Mila Kunis, Mr. X Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher, stars in the upcoming biopic Jobs.
If we're gonna do this thing, we need to come up with a name. Apple. That is so much better than phaser beam computers.
Pitch Perfect hottie Anna Kendrick has signed on to star in a trio of fairy tale classics come back to life. Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, and the Big Bad Wolf are thrown into a pot of boiling pixie dust for the emergence of Into the Woods. Johnny Depp, Meryl Streep, Jake Gyllenhaal, Emily Blunt, and Chris Pine are set to round out the cast. We have tragic news to report from Hollywood. Fictional Italian mob boss James Gandolfini has died at the age of 51 from a heart attack in Italy during his vacation with his family. James is perhaps best known for his role in HBO's The Sopranos. His 13-year-old son found him dead on arrival. James is survived by his son and a 9-month-old daughter. His widow, Deborah Lynn, was with them at the scene as well. The family was headed to attend Sicily's Taormina Film Festival on Saturday, where James was to be honored.
What do you think about James Gandolfini passing away?
So we stopped by my friend James.
Are you for real?
Yeah, he passed away. What do you think about that?
Oh, wow.
He had a heart attack, Michelle. You want to give a condolence to the family?
It's on CNN today.
That sucks.
Yeah, James Gandolfini passed away.
What did you enjoy about his work?
Fuck, that guy was amazing. Are you kidding me?
Great guy. Great guy, great actor. Loved him.
This week on our Hollywood box office countdown, A Man of Steel, a few educated monsters, and zombies. Can we get any more eclectic than this, folks? Here we go. At number 5 on our Hollywood box office countdown, for the third time in a row, Now You See Me. It sounds like a childhood game turned into Hollywood fanfare, but this film must be all the rage to keep earning a spot on our top 5 list. Now You See Me took in a humble $2.5 million.
Now and destroy them.
And he opened the bottomless pit.
The sinkhole?
In our number 4 spot this week, This Is the End. The zombies are hanging on tightly to their positioning with a minuscule $4.1 million. Looks like number 4 might be their lucky number.
Milky Way.
Can I have that Milky Way?
He was convinced that the world wasn't ready.
In our number 3 spot this week, Man of Steel. Superman is riding his cape on high to a jibe worth $12.7 million. Down 2 spots from our last countdown. Can he stay in the game one more round?
How about...
Excuse me.
In our number 2 spot this week, Brad Pitt's World War Z. This film was heavily panned by critics, but is getting nothing but rave reviews from moviegoers. World War Z took in $25.5 million.
What is going on?
I can't go to class. I'm not wearing any clothes.
In our number 1 spot for the very first time on our countdown, Monsters University. It riled up the kids with $30.5 million on its opening weekend.
Sullivan. You look great, Wazowski.
Monsters, maybe there's an investment opportunity here.
What's happening? I don't get it. I love college.
Hollywood birthdays this week have our celebrities turning anywhere from 31 to 61. Stage and screen star Doogie Howser, we mean Neil Patrick Harris, turned the big 4-0. Scream's Courtney Cox turned 49. The Session star Helen Hunt turned 50. The Princess Bride's Carol Kane turned 61. Star Trek's Zoe Saldana turned 35. Moulin Rouge star Nicole Kidman turned 46. Argo's John Goodman turned 61. Dad-to-be Prince William turned 31. And Natural Born Killers star Juliette Lewis turned 40. Be sure to tune in next week for more glitz, glamour, and news from the Hollywood Newsfeed.
I'm not gonna cry.